Okay, this is May 27th inspection of the purple hive. Just give them a little smoke down there. Here. A little smoke in the top. One there. Oh, the bees are up there in the attic. Okay, let's just put this down. Okay. Okay, just taking out the spacing shim. Okay. Let's split this open. Watch out. Yeah, next time I'm gonna give them a little bit more space. Oh yeah, a little bit. Same thing, they drew out the top with honey a little bit and it kind of rubbed on the frame beside it. But this one, I'm not sure if this one had it full of nectar, but they don't, it looks like they don't have it all full of brood like the other one, like the last one there where it was all capped brood. And this side, there's a little bit of capped brood on this side here. You can see right there, some capped brood in the middle here. And then let's just get a closer look at the outside. Yeah, larvae and some new eggs out here. Let's take a quick bunch of drones. Just looking for the queen. Look at that. Nice capped honey. Yeah, same thing. Don't see the queen. Okay, let's just set this frame down over here. Should be okay. Give her a couple toots. Okay. Looks like they drew the new frame out pretty good too. Oh yeah. Wow. All the way down. All the way down. And they wanted drones. They wanted lots of drones. Holy cow. It's all drones there. Comb's pretty straight. On this side here you can see drawing out the top for some honey storage. Drones down here too. Don't see no queen. That's a lot of drones. But I guess all the frames that we got, well, there's some worker brood there. But all those frames were all worker brood size, right? So every hive, well, what they say is every hive has about 20% drones. So they wanted some. Still haven't seen the queen. So let's throw that back in there. That's not too bad. That's, I forget what that was, 14, Anyways, drew that whole thing out 2 weeks. Look at that, Nana. They drew that all out in the 2 weeks.
They drew it in 2 weeks.
Yeah, this is one of my brand new frames I made. 2 weeks.
Look at them.
And it's got it's not attached here at the bottom, but mostly drones on that side there.
It's dripping honey right there.
Yeah,
on
it's
that
okay.
one.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah,
Nana.
no, I'm just saying like to
Oh
see
no,
it
yeah,
now.
that's where I cut it open there a little bit
Wow.
because they drew it out too
So in
too
2
close
weeks,
to this.
they built all of that.
Yeah, and then filled it all up. You can see the bigger ones. The bigger ones, these cells right here, are like the drones, the puffy ones.
Oh yes.
That look like popcorn or whatever. Those are drones. And then over here is some worker brood. You can see how flat it is.
Oh, those are worker bees.
Yeah. So that 2 weeks, boom, ruled that whole thing out. That's crazy, eh?
Hey, crazy. Can you imagine how much honey you're gonna get this year again? What are we gonna do with all that honey?
I don't know. They got to draw it out first, though.
Yes.
So we'll throw that back in there.
That's wonderful. So exciting. It is. I find it so exciting. I've read about
Let's see.
is it 4 books on bees now.
Oh, that's
On
good.
the 4th one.
This is one of the frames that I got from Mark in Kelowna, the beekeeper.
Oh, it's different, isn't it?
Well, it's the long Langstroth, or not the long Langstroth. It's just a Langstroth deep. So that's what he keeps his bees in, and then that's the conversion shim there. But you can see it's so they started moving some honey at the top there, but you can see how dark this one is. Remember the last one was super light. This one's really dark, so it's been walked on a lot and stuff. So this is probably this is older. This is gonna hatch out here soon.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so that's all worker there. I'll work home, and then once these get full of resources, then I'm just going to pull them out. Haven't seen the queen yet.
You already have a queen in that one?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a queen in here. I haven't seen her this week yet. But there was eggs and larvae on that last that big frame. Well, the new frame here. And then in this one, there's some eggs on there too. I haven't seen her yet.
So that's another one of Hit Mark's frames.
Yeah. It's about the same thing, so they had it all drawn out
Mm-hmm.
when I got it.
Okay.
But so yeah, that's all cap brood there. They're just waiting for it to hatch out. And what's on this side here? Same thing.
Mm-hmm. See that it's darker. You were saying it seems darker.
Yeah. But you can see when, because originally the frame was like this, right? Originally it was in the hive like this,
Oh, I see.
right? So they would have had honey up the tops.
Mm-hmm.
But then now that we switched it to this, now they're putting all the honey at the top here.
First.
But so yeah, they're just waiting for those to hatch out. Jeepers. I was saying on that last one there where I didn't expect them to build out so quick.
Oh, wow, look at all the honey on the side. Come on, watch it. It's squished.
Oh yeah, same thing they started.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that last frame must have been bent out a little bit because they started drawing it out.
Mm-hmm.
But you can see in the middle there, see little eggs all in here. So she's probably
In there somewhere.
on this frame somewhere because there's all new eggs in there.
Do you still mark her with the color?
Yeah, there's Mark marked her. Whoa! So she is here. She's yellow. Little yellow dot. Same thing on this side. This is all this the brood hatched out, so they're all open.
Mm-hmm.
She relayed them in. Don't really
Can't see her.
see her. Let's put this back
Do they get a little antsy when you take them all out?
A little bit.
A little bit, but not really.
Depends on how long you're in there, and then
Yeah.
what the temperature's like, and
I know if it's a
but
storm.
I didn't really, yeah, I didn't really smoke them too much. Usually, if you're kind of slow and gentle, they won't get all crazy. Yeah, this one seems really heavy. Yeah, the top on this side is almost, that high is all honey and stuff. All capped brood on this side, some drones. Oh my, that's all honey.
That's all honey there?
That wasn't there before.
Okay, I was wondering, I was waiting till you were done on the other side there to say that looks different than
Yeah,
that's not like little.
Because I was thinking when I put that frame in there, right, which is the medium conversion frame, I think it all had nectar in it.
Oh, okay.
So when I put it in, they must have moved it all to this side and then filled that all in. You can see it's kind of darker honey too, where
it is.
the spring honey would be like, you know, clearer honey, kind of a lighter amber, where that's really dark. So they probably moved it all into here. That's good, because that's kind of what I wanted them to do, was once they had one that was all full of honey or whatever, then I could pull it out and then put in a blank frame for them to get rid of these conversion frames. But that's funny. I was wondering why it was so heavy. Well, isn't that exciting? So we'll throw that back in there. Didn't see the queen yet, but obviously seen a bunch of eggs, and they're definitely doing well. That last hive there was had a lot going on, a lot of bees.
Is it working as hard as this one though, or?
Well, that other one there, I think the frame that I put in of this was just empty, so they filled it all with brand new bees.
Oh wow!
So they have almost all their frames are capped brood, and then the one frame that they, the new one, they filled it all with drones and stuff. And kind of.
Bees only live for what, Maddie? 3 weeks or something, or?
Well, in the summertime, I think they say about 6 weeks, because
6 weeks?
they work themselves to death in the summertime there. And I think in the winter they can be up to 6 months, depending.
I knew it wasn't.
They're kind of like.
But it doesn't matter whether you're doing it or they're doing it out in the wild. It's the same thing, right?
What do you mean?
Well, you know, people say, oh, you know, when you're, when you're doing this, that you're working the bees to death or whatever.
Oh.
Naturalists.
I don't know if we're really working them to death, but I see what you mean. Yeah, gathering honey and stuff, and then taking it
away and that. But they would keep making honey even if their hive was full, or they would swarm to another.
Yeah, they'd swarm.
So
the whole thing is to fill it up with honey, and then half the bees will leave, but leave enough resources for the ones that stay, and they'll take some with them, so they can build new comb and stuff, like the ones that leave, the ones that swarm out, and that's how they naturally reproduce. So really, yeah, you're taking that honey away from them,
but they would keep doing it anyways.
Yeah, they would
just go to another hive and do it.
Go and fill.
Yeah, so instead they just do it in one hive.
Yeah, so we're gonna fill this back in here.
That's probably the hardest one to put in.
I don't know, I thought I was making them pretty big, but I made them with like a 3/8 space on the one side, but I probably should have done it a little bit bigger. But whatever. So let's try and throw this guy in here. So they'll be good till next
shift. Next time you're home. Oh yeah, there's enough room on either side for the bees. I just wondered how many would get squished.
Well, and once they
realize you're going on.
Once they, if you go slow and just kind of bump them, they'll move out of the way. Like they're used to being bumped all day long. Other bees. But once all those ones hatch out.
Oh, can you ever hear the sound? How? Oh, there's a little guy underneath the end. Oh, come on. Okay. Oh, wow.
Yeah, they're
Getting a little excited there.
well. I think they're just maybe they think that I don't know. They're all fanning. They're all fanning like they're saying this is where the hive is. So
Yes.
they're all
That's why that noise?
yeah, that's
Yeah.
them fanning. So maybe they think that I don't know with the smoke or something they can't smell the queen, so they're I don't know.
Getting excited
Who knows?
there.
But we'll close them up. And then because my new frames have the top slats so they can come up, so I can, when I close them up, they'll all be, like any bees that are inside this square here can go down and it's like kind of like their attic or whatever.
Oh, okay. So they're not getting squished
Oh.
like the ones that are sitting there that you don't have
No,
to...
these ones, it'll just be these ones right here.
Yeah, that you have to move.
But I'll just move them and then I gotta put my little spacer thing in, which we'll just kind of slide it into. Yeah. Boom. Okay, that's in there, so we'll just get this one little thing. And then this, get this guy out of here. This guy's. Just open that up.
There's another one on this side, Maddie, on the wood. Right
That's
there.
right.
Oh, it's okay.
Put this one on front. Boom.
Oh, I
gone.
see. Yeah, they've got room on the side.
Yeah, so
even.
inside there, and then they have like little attic holes there, so they can regulate their own
Heat and
temperature and stuff. But yeah, so that's it for that
Wow.
one. Let's go on to the layings. Pretty exciting.